responsibility to behave with dignity and class on and off the court. Student athletes and athletic they are expected to conduct themselves in such a manner to represent the highest level of honor and observe the tenets of good sportsmanship, honesty, fairness, dignity, civility, and respect.
So, got a cash out, told them white, but no, say slack. I won't never sell my soul, and I can back that, and I really wanna know where you at, where I was at back, where the stash at, cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac, cause I know they got to where the bag at, gotta move smarter, gotta move harder, try to give me 5 mile water, I lay down on my son, on my daughter, I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter, lot of out here playing, ain't ballin', I done put my whole arm in the rim, Vince Carter, and I know Poppy get a key for the quarter, shawty barely seen the double C's, I bought her, got a that looking like a Leah, she a model, I got the pink slip, my whip is keyless, coming, I'm about to get the key to the city, patty, light up the city, forgetting out the coupe at the lot, told him 12 SWAT, busting all the bells out the box, I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box, pour up the whole field, I'ma get lazy, I got the mojo deals, we been tripping like baby, could you, I got too much on my mind right now, I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now, could you, I got too much on my mind right now, tell that hero tale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me, bar for me, yeah. Bar for me, bar for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby, give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. Damn, you love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my way. Got 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got alcohol plus bad that's lit. I swear, baby, it was just kiss, now that's it. How could I forget the shit that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your time. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero tale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me, bar for me, yeah. Bar for me, bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping chores.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, one quick announcement, just as a reminder. We are very excited to have you back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, but please, if you would, wear your mask at all times, and please properly wear it over your nose and mouth throughout your visit here today. Hope College staff thanks you for ensuring a safe environment for all of us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Hope College sophomore, Miss Emlyn Munch.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emlyn Munch.
Big jumping guy, eh?
We're gonna skate to one song only.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for today's varsity contest between the Pioneers of Wisconsin Platteville and your Hope College Flying Dutchman. Here are this afternoon's starting lineups. First for the Pioneers at 1-4, the 6'6" senior from Valdez, Wisconsin, number 5, Kyle Tuma. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'4" junior from Okemos, number 24, Evan Thomas. At 1 forward for the Pioneers, a 6'4" sophomore from Appleton, Wisconsin, number 14, Logan Pearson. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'6" senior from Munderland, Illinois, number 32, Jeff Bicus. Starting at center for the Pioneers, a 6'7" senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 30, Justin Stovall. And at center for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'7" sophomore from Holland, number 5, Tanner Wiggering. At 1 guard for the Pioneers, a 6'4" senior from Janesville, Wisconsin, number 3, Blake McCann. And at 1 guard for the Flying Dutchman, a 5'11" junior from Zeeland, number 1, Clayton Dykehouse. And at the final guard spot for the Pioneers, a 5'10" senior from Chicago, Illinois, number 4, Quentin Shields. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutchman, a 6'1" senior from Ada, number 14, Tyler George. The Pioneers are coached by Jeff Gard. The Flying Dutchman are coached by Crawford and Corey Smith.
For this afternoon's Hope College basketball game between the Flying Dutchman and the Pioneers of Wisconsin Platteville. We're excited to have you along tonight for this afternoon for today's matchup between the Pioneers of Wisconsin Platteville and the Hope College Flying Dutchman. Jordan George alongside Matt Roblin. We're really excited to call this one for you. It's a big game here on this Saturday afternoon in DeVos as the number 4 team in the country, Wisconsin Platteville, comes to visit the Flying Dutchman.
Yep, you're right on the money. They're 9-0 this season, Jordan, which is very impressive coming into Hope at 4-3. We're thrilled. This is a huge challenge for the Dutch, and we'll see how they face today. We have an excellent crowd here at DeVos. The place is rocking. It's going to be fun.
Platteville controls the tip. We'll talk a little bit about this Platteville team. They've been really impressive so far this season. Undefeated record, number 4 in the country. One of the most impressive stats about this Pioneer ball club is that all 5 starters average in double figures. That's impressive.
Yeah.
So we're going to get an offensive look here for the Pioneers. That's Justin Stovall posting up on Tanner Wiggering. They're going to get a foul on Wiggering. Stovall, the senior from Chicago, stands in at 6'7". He's their leading rebounder on the season with 8 rebounds a game. Does Justin Stovall have? Looking at their other starters, they are led by Quentin Shields, number 4, the senior from Chicago. He leads them in scoring at 14.5 points a game. Really balanced team this Platteville squad is. No one averaging more than 15 points per game, but a lot of guys averaging in double figures. Kick off the scoring, that's number 4, Quentin Shields with his first bucket.
Their team averaging 48% from the floor as a team. That's incredible.
Clayton Dykehouse going to kick off the Flying Dutchman offense. Swings over to Thomas on the wing. Over to Jeff Bicus. Key for Hope early is going to be getting some good ball movement and good motion. Hope's been at their best this season when the ball's flying around. Wiegering posting hard, kicks to Thomas. Good look for 3. In and out, that one is halfway down, Matt.
Yep. It's a good look. Going to have to make those contested shots today. It's going to be a challenge, but Thomas, Dykehouse, a lot of great shooters on this team. They will be up to the task.
Good defense there by George underneath on number 3, Blake McCann. McCann led them in scoring last night at Olivet. He had 22 in that one. Good defensive trip here. Got to see if Hope will finish it. Tough.
Wow.
That's a tough take by number 5, Kyle Tuma, the senior.
Yep, absolutely. That is a tough take. Well defended, but Tuma able to get it in.
George over to Thomas. Going to see if they can get a quality offensive look here. Bickus posting out to Wiegering for 3. Pretty open. No go for Tanner. Thomas with the board. Over to Dykehouse, and he kicks to George. Bickus going to operate on the wing. Shot clock under 10. Ty George deep 3. No good.
Yeah, Hope's going to need to establish some good offensive sets in these first couple of minutes. Get some good pace going. The Pioneers are playing very aggressively.
Yeah, this is a long Pioneers team that is really experienced. They start 4 seniors. Speaking of seniors, that's number 30, Justin Stovall for 2 inside. They start 4 seniors. One stands at 6'4", one at 6'6", another one at 6'5", and one at 6'7". It's a typical Wisconsin team. Teams like Stevens Point and Platteville often have big guys that can really battle. That's Ty George for the baseline layup there. He kicks off the scoring for the Flying Dutchman.
Yep, nice pass inside. Good to see the Dutch get on the board.
6-2 is the score. 3 minutes into this one. Platteville has not faced much resistance inside here so far. Stovall's been really comfortable. That's a good looking 3 there from Blake McCann. No good for the Pioneers, and Hope will head the other way. Blake has the quick trigger there on the wing. I think it's going to be important for Hope to have some offensive possessions where they play for 15, 18, 21 seconds.
Absolutely.
Get the ball moving side to side.
Yep.
Look for Bickus, popping for 3, no. Swings to George. Thomas, the guy that's going to want to get going early here. Hope's leading scorer on the season is Evan Thomas. Bickus operating inside. Pivots, kicks to George.
Hope needs to stay composed here. It's been a tough first couple of minutes, but that's what you got to expect with a team as talented. The Pioneers coming out swinging. Hope just needs to stay composed, play good defense, generate good offense. As you said, maybe try to hold the ball for a little bit longer on some of these possessions.
Platteville's going to go on the offensive end here. This is number 5, Kyle Tuma, working on Bickus. They are going to get a push off on Tuma there. Bickus, one of Hope's best defenders. He's a sturdy guy, likes to go inside and outside. Similar to a Teddy Ray-esque player from a few years ago is Jeff Bickus. Going to have a sub here for Hope. It's number 40, Devin Cheney, the sophomore. Entering the season for the Flying Dutchman, one of the big keys was going to be replacing Preston Granger, 2-time All-MIAA player for Hope. And Hope's done a pretty decent job of that so far. Tanner Wiegering and Devin Cheney are 2 sophomores that are trying to play big for Hope so far this season. Bickus inside. That'll be the easiest 2 he has all night.
Yeah, and that's a good basket to give him a little bit of momentum. Nice pass inside.
That's a sub for Platteville, number 0, Jack Hummel, sophomore. Hope has to feel pretty good about this start here. Long range triple there. No good by 14, Logan Pearson. Thomas heads the other way, and he'll lead the break. Yeah, decent idea there. Hope ends up turning it over. Cheney stands in there trying to contest. Offensive rebound by number 14, Logan Pearson.
Yeah, Pearson came flying in there. Great positioning and easy bucket for him.
Nice kick out there from George to Thomas. George deep, long range triple on the left side. Not exactly sure what the call was there. He gave, the ref wants a timeout because a little bit of moisture there on the floor. We had people slipping underneath the basket. He gave the signal for a shot clock violation. Was a little bit confused there considering there's 16 seconds left on the shot clock.
You saw Logan Pearson make that bucket on the other side. Another one of those players for the Pioneers coming in with 56% field goal percentage, 25 minutes per game. They've got some really, really efficient shooters on their team. So this is a tall task for the Hope defense to contain this explosive offense.
Yeah, Platteville's offensive system is that classic Wisconsin swing type motion where they want to get the ball going one side of the court to the other. Hedrick went in hard. Versteeg going to get a wide open corner look. No good off the rim, but how about Devin Chaney with the offensive rebound? Kicks to George. Looking to get some good motion look here. Versteeg kicks to George. He drives the lane. That one's blocked. Number 3, Blake McCann with the block there. Speaking of, he gets the run out layup.
Yeah, great defense generating great offense.
Good pass there from Sam Versteeg. Down to Devin Chaney. He scores for 2. Hope down 4. 14.5 left here in DeVos. Versteeg forced some baseline. Devin Chaney came in with the help. They'll go the other way.
Yep, and Hope getting some good looks here. Staying within it. They just need to keep pressing, keep going hard.
You kind of get the sense here this is going to be a really important few minutes for this Hope team. Platteville, a dangerous offensive squad that averages over 72 points per game. Versteeg running the one with Clayton Dykehouse out at the moment. He swings it over to Jackson Halbert, another one of those sophomores looking to fill in those big minutes left by Preston Granger last year. Chaney looking for Versteeg. That one's picked. Kicks to George. Over to Hedrick. Shot clock's running down.
Yeah. Gotta put it up.
Hedrick, fall away 3. That one's off the rim. Lucky to even get a shot off there. Good hustle by Halbert. Platteville goes the other way in a hurry. Blake McCann swings over to Quentin Shields. Quentin Shields, tough pull up from Quentin Shields.
Yeah.
The senior with a big time 3 there, feeling some momentum for this Platteville squad. They lead by 7. 13.5 minutes remaining at DeVos.
Yeah, this Platteville team is harassing on the defensive side.
Yeah,
Not surprised.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Just taking another look at this Platteville squad that's coming into DeVos this afternoon for a 3 p.m. game. They are led by 4 seniors. They're really, really balanced. They start 4 seniors and a sophomore, and all 5 of those starters average in double figures. They have Justin Stovall, who we previously mentioned, who averages 8.8 boards a game, and then Kyle Tuma, who averages 9.5.
Yep.
These Wisconsin teams, and it's interesting because they're coached by Jeff Gard, who is the brother of Wisconsin Badgers coach Greg Gard, and he's actually, his mentor is Bo Ryan, who was the longtime coach of Wisconsin. They run this offensive swing system with a lot of motion, and it's really tough to cover, and they're having an incredible season.
Yeah, well said. And I think the balanced offense is a great indicator of that.
Gonna swing over there to Devin Chaney in the corner. Hope's got to get something going to the rim here. Jackson Halbert, deep 3. Sophomore Jackson Halbert. Big time 3 there. That was necessary and needed. Brings Hope within 4.
Absolutely.
13 minutes remaining. Halbert's one of those guys that can stretch the floor, kind of one of those new age big men. The sophomore from Holland Christian. Platteville, see, they like to get it side to side, game after game. They'll just get it side to side and wear you down on the offensive end. Stovall working on Chaney. Great defense there by Devin Chaney. Forces a miss, but then the offensive rebound.
Yep.
Here comes Hope. Noah Hedrick, the sophomore, swings it to Clayton Dykehouse. Up to Halbert, who just hit that big 3 for the Dutchman. Halbert coming off the Devin Chaney screen. Oh, deep 3 by Jackson Halbert. He's feeling himself.
Back to back for Halbert, and he made the block on the defensive play as well. Don't forget that. That's a great stretch for him.
Big stretch there for Jackson Halbert. He's smiling all the way down back the court, and Hope down 1 right here. Tough leaner there by Blake McCann. That one's ill-advised. Hope will go the other way with a chance to take the lead. Dykehouse. Nice jump stop there by Dykehouse to control this offensive trip. Hedrick swings over to George. George over to Clayton Dykehouse, top the key. Cheney out to George in the corner. 10 seconds remaining. George goes into Cheney. Hedrick with the contested triple. No good. A couple of big defensive trips coming up here for Hope. Lightning quick.
Oh.
That's number 4, Quentin Shields. That one's blocked by Noah Hedrick at the rim. Dykehouse will go the other way. Quentin Shields is pretty impressive offensive player for the Pioneers. Halbert, how about 3?
Off that time.
Great extra pass by Halbert into Dykehouse. Dykehouse with a tough finish. Crowd wanted a foul, but thought the defense stayed pretty straight up there.
12 of Hope's 17 shots so far have been from the three-point line, Jordan.
What is that? That is 12 of 17.
12 of 17 shots.
Shots attempted from the 3.
Yep.
And Hope will do that. They were comfortable taking a good amount of threes. And got to give Devin Cheney a shout out. He checks out of the game for Hope. That sophomore who did not play any varsity minutes last year. A couple great defensive trips from the sophomore from Platteville, Illinois for the Flying Dutchman.
Yep, the Pioneers coming off of a close game against Olivet, where Olivet put 57 on a 63-57, really close game there. So that may be an indicator. I don't know if the transitory property works here, but it could be an indicator of Hope's chances tonight.
Big offensive rebound there by Logan Pearson, and that's the second or third time we've seen Logan Pearson go hard to the offensive boards. He plays like a 2 or 3 spot for the Platteville Pioneers, but the sophomore who stands at 6'4", pretty physical in there and is impacting the game.
Yep. You can see on the replay there.
Yeah, interesting that Platteville played less than 24 hours ago at Olivet.
Yeah.
They played at 7:30 last night and then got on a bus up here to Holland.
Yeah.
Late last night, had to be a late night for Platteville, and they're turning around and playing another one here at DeVos. That 6-point win by Platteville was actually their closest win of the season. They're at 10-0, and that game was the closest one of the season. So interesting game there for them last night.
Yeah, we'll see if the tired legs make any difference tonight.
Yeah, it could be a factor for sure. Dykehouse. Dykehouse was looking for Wegerink. Wegerink lost his footing. Kind of a marginal call there to where, I don't know about that one. I don't know. But hey,
if you're a Hope fan,
you'll take it. If you're a Pioneer fan, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll see a couple more of those as the game goes on.
Right.
Wegerink is going to catch at the high post. Wegerink, another guy who can shoot a 3. We just saw Jackson Halbert knock down a couple. Hope's bigs are pretty versatile like that. Wegerink catches inside. More contact there from 12, Ben Probst, the sophomore from Madison. The foul will be called on him.
Yep, and so Tanner Wegerink, I actually worked with him this summer at KRS Moving Solutions. We moved furniture together.
Look at that. Nothing like some manual labor.
Yep, I knew from then that this was a player with a lot of physical ability.
Yes,
moving
there you
furniture
go.
up and down the courts of elementary schools across Michigan school districts.
Tanner Wegerink, interesting player for Hope because he kind of a late bloomer in high school at West Ottawa High School, a local Holland product here.
Yep.
Had a great senior season, and that drew the attention of the Hope coaches. Played mostly JV ball last year and improved so much that he earned himself a starting position as a sophomore, which is pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Having a little meeting of the minds here at the scorers table. Not sure what the issue or the conversation is here, but while we have a second, let's talk a little bit more about this Hope team. Hope comes in at 4-3 on the season after a really, really gutsy overtime win last Saturday in St. Louis, Missouri. Hope was down Clayton Dykehouse and Evan Thomas and ended up winning in overtime over Hendricks of Arkansas in that one. So Hope had a good week of practice this week, some time to physically recover, and are hoping to gain some momentum here against this Platteville team who comes in highly ranked and has a great challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if Hope were able to pull off a win tonight, that would be such a huge statement for this program and giving them a lot of momentum, especially getting closer and closer to conference play. This would be huge for this team.
Yeah, and speaking of the conference, it's going to be a really interesting conference this year. Incredibly balanced. Trine, who spent some time in the top 5 in the D3 hoops polls earlier this year, is at 5-1 right now. And then Calvin is much improved from last year. They've been really impressive at 5-2. You have Hope sitting at 4-3, and then Albion, who's been great the last few years, comes in at 2-5. You have to imagine that Albion, by the time we get to MIAA play, is going to be really hitting their stride. So it's going to be an interesting MIAA season. This could be, like you said, Matt, the kind of game that springboards Hope into that MIAA.
Absolutely.
Going to get a Bicus handoff from Clayton Dykehouse. Bicus, pretty aware guy, great passer for a 6'5" big man. He pops. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Hope's got to get something going to the rim here. They try with Dykehouse, and he steps on the end line.
Yeah, defensive rotations look really good for the Pioneers on that set.
Yeah, and not only are their defensive rotations great, they're just a big team.
Yeah.
They a lot of guys with long arms, a lot of guys at 6'4", 6'5". It makes it tough because those lanes they close so much quicker when you got big bodies like that. Hope's gonna pick up with a little bit of token pressure here. Purpose of this would be to drain that shot clock a tiny bit, so by the time Platteville gets into that great motion offense, there's only 18 seconds on the shot clock as opposed to 26. Perimeter swinging going on to Quentin Shields. Deep 3 by Kyle Tuma. That one's off. Platteville struggled from the 3-point line so far tonight. They've gotten some decent looks, but Hope doing a good job of contesting. Thomas operating at the free throw line. Swings to Dykehouse. They're going to try to get Bicus isolated out to Wiegerink. Wiegerink with a kick to Thomas. Thought about it. Late shot clock possession here again for Hope. Lilja drives the baseline, and he'll step out as well. See, Hope needs to just start building 5 seconds earlier and try to get to the paint.
Yeah, they can't afford to be with 5 seconds on the shot clock trying to generate a pick and roll or something the last second. This Pioneers team is so disciplined. That's going to be very hard for them tonight.
Absolutely, and you get a foot or two in the paint and things start opening up. But the last 2 or 3 offensive possessions, Hope's just had a lot of perimeter action going on. Good kick by McCann out to Kyle Tuma. That one's going to be true. Have to believe that for Kyle Tuma. If he gets an open look, he's going to knock it in.
Yeah, first of the night, misses first 2. You don't want him heating up if you're the Dutch.
Yeah, Tuma shoots 35% from the 3 on the season. Does the 6'6" senior. Pretty impressive. Thomas with the left hand. Nice move by Evan Thomas.
And there you go. That was a nicer offensive set.
Thomas looked a little bit slow to get back. He's been hobbled by injury over the last few games. Tuma, tough 18-footer. That one's off the front of the rim. Those were the first 2 points by Evan Thomas. He leads Hope in scoring. Guy they have to get going a little bit earlier here. Thomas calling for a ball screen. Thought about it once again. Dykehouse doesn't have to think about it long. That one's halfway in. Platteville will go the other way. Platteville by 3 here with about 8.5 minutes left. Platteville's really comfortable having long offensive possessions because they feel good about the squad they have. That's a tough baseline pull-up. Justin Stovall. Hope needs a quality offensive trip here. They got to get a foot or 2 in the paint, try to get a kick out 3 or a post up for Bicus potentially. Wiegerink setting a back screen over there. He'll pop. Bicus. Out to Dykehouse. See, another one of these trips where things have just lingered a little bit too long for Hope. They haven't gotten enough momentum going to the basket.
And now they're going to take a shot.
Hope got bailed out there. You got to be honest about that offensive trip. Just no momentum, about 20 seconds of back and forth, and then Evan Thomas with a tough pull-up. Stovall gets whistled for the tough foul there.
Yeah, and you saw earlier on that possession, Bicus had a chance to drive in there, but there was nice defensive help by Shields for the Pioneers. Just another example of so far we're seeing this long and disciplined Pioneers defense making life very hard for the Dutch.
Yeah, taking a look at some stats here, Hope's shooting 32% as a team and has yet to attempt a free throw. This is their first free throw of the ball game attempted. That gives you a little bit of indication about their offensive offensive flow right now. They're struggling to get in the paint. 12 of 19 field goals so far attempted by Hope have been threes. Hope needs to try to get a little bit of downhill action. I know it's tough with these Platteville bigs, but Hope's got to look to attack the paint a little bit more often on offense here.
And they have a 5, rebound advantage right now, 15-10. That's big. They need to capitalize off those chances as well, because that might be difficult to sustain throughout the game, but we'll see.
Absolutely. A couple subs here. Ty George checks in, as well as Noah Hedrick. Hedrick, a solid defensive guard, sophomore out of Indianapolis. Platteville swings around to Jack Hummel. Over to Kyle Tuma. That's tough. That's a tough take.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you what, Kyle Tuma, every time he catches the ball, looking straight at the rim.
Yeah.
That's a mark of an aggressive offensive player, where he is trying to get downhill and is looking at the rim each time he catches it. Hedrick puts the brakes on in the paint. See what kind of offensive trip Hope gets here. Lilja driving baseline. Shot clock's going to become a factor once again. Hope's going to try to get a quick set going. High ball screen by Bicus.
Yeah.
Once again, last 3 or 4 minutes.
It's tough.
And it's not that Hope's waiting too long. It's just this Wisconsin defense is really good. And Hope's struggling to get much momentum on the offensive end. Thankfully, for Hope fans, Hope's defense has been solid here over the last few minutes.
Absolutely.
Neither team shooting particularly well tonight. 9 of 20 from the field is Platteville. They've had a few easy ones as well. Alex Rainey handling it up top. He swings over to Logan Pearson. Pearson backs up and back to Rainey. Rainey loses the dribble. Good defense there by Josh Lilja.
Yeah, Hope needs to generate a good offensive set off this, generate some momentum, get the crowd back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a sub here. Brady Swinehart checks in for Hope. He'll play a 2 or 3 guard for the Dutchman. You see head coach Greg Mitchell and assistant coach Ken George trying to call out an offensive set here. Thomas swings to Bicus. Yeah, Hope's going to get a set play going here. Bicus, hand off to George. Better motion here for Hope on this trip, but still unable to get much penetration. Hedrick back to the basket. He loves that kind of move. That's Noah Hedrick's bread and butter right there. Little 8-foot fall-away jumper.
Yep, Hedrick finally gets one in there. And a nice block. Look at that. Right by
Bicus turns that one away. Unlucky bounce for the Hope team. Tuma swings it out to Shields. Shields back out to Tuma.
Gotta stay disciplined here.
And there's that DeVos Fieldhouse crowd. Finally a little bit of energy, a little bit of juice in the building right now. Shields, man, he's lightning quick. He gets into the paint. Hedrick will attack for that one. Shields, one of those players that you watch him for 2 minutes and you just know that he is he can get in the paint basically whenever he wants. There's been 3 or 4 different trips where he's just gone right off the dribble with the right hand, and such a quick first step.
Yeah, you see on the replay there, he's flying, and not only offensively but defensively, he's been all over it tonight.
Yeah, taking a look at Shields' season numbers, he leads Platteville in points per game with right around 15, and is also their top assist man. So he's kind of the straw that stirs the drink for this Pioneer Ball Club.
What was it? The straw that...
Straw that stirs the drink.
I like that.
Yeah, yes,
That's
sir.
a good one, George.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We're going to get a 30-second timeout right here. Because it is a 30-second timeout, we're going to keep it right here. Matt, what do you think are some keys here in these next 5 minutes? I kind of get the sense that these last 5 minutes of the half are going to be pretty pivotal for this Hope team.
Yeah, for Hope, they're doing a good job of generating offensive sets, whether or not they've been effective through the defense they've played. So that's going to be a key to keep that defense going strong, playing against a very strong Pioneer offense. I like to see them generate some different looks on offense. You know, they've tried a lot of threes so far, and they're shooting about 2 from 12 from 3. You know, you can live and die by the 3, and maybe it's generating looks for, I don't know, maybe getting Halbert more involved. He's looked good early, maybe trying to get it inside to a player like Bicus, but
I don't know. It's a hard position to be in for the Dutch to figure out what offensive sets to run to effectively play against this defense right now.
Yeah, the offense has definitely, if I had the right word, it would probably be disjointed, it seems, so far. You take a look at Hope's offensive numbers, and just the number of quality of looks have been way down, and a lot of contested shots so far. So we'll see what Hope gets in these last 5 minutes or so. This is a Platteville team that can erupt pretty quickly. Hope's going to have to be intentional on the offensive and defensive end. Bicus with a hard post up there. Swinehart was trying to look in for him. It'll be a foul on, I think, 14. Yeah, that'll be 14, Logan Pearson. Been very impressed with Pearson so far. He's a skilled guard, but also a really physical guy. So Pearson and Tuma are out of the ball game for the Pioneers. That's 2 starters. See if Hope can take advantage. Hedrick swings to Bicus. Bicus open 3 look. Yes!
Oh, big time. Getting it to 2 points. Bicus, another one of those big men who can shoot too.
Yeah, string music from Jeff Bicus there. Hope cuts the lead to 2. Less than 5 minutes remaining. Platteville's just a really composed, under control team. You can tell they're almost never rushed.
Oh, look at
Shields. Speaking of, yeah, Shields got into the paint easily there. And, you know, the shot was off from Shields, but he moved the defense so much that offensive rebound was just obviously going to happen for Platteville. Taking a look at Platteville's roster, pretty typical of these Wisconsin State schools like Platteville and Stevens Point. Almost all of their players are from Wisconsin. They got two guys from 2 guys from Chicago, and then everybody from Wisconsin. It's kind of an unspoken thing in Wisconsin. You know, that there's just so many of these Division III schools that if you're a big-time high school player in Wisconsin, these are very legitimate options for you, and Platteville's had success year after year. So pretty impressive program that Jeff Gard is running over there at Wisconsin Platteville.
Absolutely. Yeah, the whole U-Wisconsin network is quite something.
Dykehouse going to try to get back-to-back good offensive trips. Bicus posts at 15 feet, working on Tuma. Tough move from Bicus. That one rimmed in and out. Platteville up 3. Here comes Shields.
Oh.
Shields just so tough. He stopped on a dime there at 14 feet. Dykehouse got him on the arm. That's just an experienced senior. He knew that he had Dykehouse in a tough position, and he went straight up.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a really good job of getting himself in positions to draw fouls so far this game, and he's so quick. It can be hard to react right away when a player's that quick and to get your hands and your body in the right position. Absolutely.
Shields knocks that one in. He struggled last night shooting. 3 of 12 from the field last night was Quentin Shields, so you have to believe that this was going to be a get-right game for him coming in at DeVos Fieldhouse in front of a big crowd. He was 1 for 5 from the 3 last night. Seems like he's making a pretty concerted effort to get to the paint tonight. Thomas catches on the wing. 2 points so far for 4 points, excuse me, for Evan Thomas so far. George coming off a Bicus screen. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, offense needs to generate some motion here.
Thomas, so he's going to get a Bicus ball screen. Thomas, really skilled offensive player, kicks to George. 4 seconds left. George with the tough finish with the right, reaches out and finishes, cuts the lead to 3.
Oh yeah, nice.
Again, Shields. You cannot blink because he's going to be gone.
Yep.
There goes Dykehouse with the board. Chance for Hope to tie on this possession with a 3. Dykehouse just got ahead of steam there.
Yep.
Gonna get a baseline out of bounds call. Okay, let's see what Hope has drawn up on this baseline out of bounds. Down 3, 3.5 minutes left. I feel good if you're Hope about the spot that you're in with how poorly you've shot. Thomas drives hard right. Bicus catches up top. Kicks to George in the corner.
Yeah.
Got caught there on the baseline. Good defense by Platteville, and they kick it up ahead to Quentin Shields. Up to Tuma on the right wing. Nice back screen there by Rainey. Rainey swings it over to Blake McCann. And here comes Shields again. Shields gets 2 feet in the paint. Out to Rainey. That one's off. Here comes Dykehouse. 3 minutes remaining in the first half here at DeVos. Dykehouse over to Wegerink. We'll see what we can get offensive movement-wise.
Nice move.
Dykehouse with a tough move there.
Yep.
He felt he was isolated and have a little bit too much space.
Yeah, Clayton Dykow was telling Shields, you're not the only quick guy out here. I got moves too.
Yes, sir. Wiegering forcing baseline. No help defense there from Hope whatsoever. Greg Mitchell wanted to travel. He's pretty animated there on the sideline, but just if you watch the replay here, that whole backside was cleared out, and number 12 Ben Probst had a lot of room to work with there underneath.
Yep. And Jordan, DeVos Fieldhouse is packed here. If Hope is able to get a lead late in this first quarter, this place is going to erupt.
Yeah, you just kind of get the feeling that everyone has their breath held right now, and if Hope goes 4-0 run, 6-0 run, something like that, this place is ready to explode.
Exactly.
Probst hits both of them. Lilja is going to come get Tanner Wiegering. Wiegering struggled a little bit offensively here so far. He's been solid on the defensive end, though. He'll need him in the second half to bounce back offensively for Hope to get some momentum going. Dykehouse is going to go on the wing here. They're going to get Ty George elevator screen to top the key. Off the rim. What a tip by Evan Thomas. And nice follow there by Jeff Bicus.
The rebound advantage continues for the Dutch, and that was a great possession there. Dykehouse and Bicus both getting their hand on the ball there.
Yeah, not just one offensive rebound, but two. You get the sense that Hope's defense, big 2 minutes here. Tuma working on Ty George on the block. Lilja came in. Official's going to say he caught just a little bit too much arm. Greg Mitchell can't believe it.
Coach Mitchell with his hands behind his head. You see on the replay here.
Tuma he's a matchup problem, though, because he can handle the ball, shoots it. And how tall is Tuma? Man, 6'6".
Oh, yeah, man.
Special type of player.
Yep. You know, Hope having some offensive struggles, but all in all, they are having a good start to this game, keeping it this close. This is quite the matchup we've had so far at DeVos.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you take a look at the live stream, the score on there, it's actually 28-27 Platteville. Just for the viewers' information, I hadn't looked at the screen in a minute. It is 28-27 Platteville, so Hope is down one here with less than 2 minutes remaining. Thomas going to go ISO in the paint. Nice pivot from Thomas. That one falls off.
Good board.
Bicus, offensive rebound. Yes, Jeff Bicus.
Let's go.
Hey, here's that Hope College crowd.
Yep, and Jeff Bicus is the man behind that noise right there. Great play, consecutive possessions, working hard, getting in position, putting it in the net.
Hope up one. You get a sense of this place wants to snowball some of this energy.
Yep.
Oh, deep three there. Ooh, that's a big silencer for Ben Probst. Big three ball, knocks it in.
Ice in his veins. That was needed.
Yep, timely. Platteville up two. Got a minute remaining in half number one. Lilja drives in, looks for the kick out for Thomas in the corner. Thomas stops, pops, connects.
Big shot. Oh, back and forth offense. This is what we love to see.
Back and forth we go, 31 all. Clock ticks under a minute here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Packed house on this Saturday. Tuma working left baseline on Bicus. Might have gotten away with a step there. That one's off, and here comes Evan Thomas, the Dutchman. Hope's going to get a set called here. Yep, Greg Mitchell yells out the set. Tie ball game. How about the chance for Hope to go up into the halftime leading? If they can get a good offensive possession here, Dykehouse gets stripped there by Ben Probst.
Yep.
Probst is fired up. That's a big individual defensive play there by number 2, Alex Rainey. Sorry, excuse me, Alex Rainey. That's senior Alex Rainey. 2 fouls on Dykehouse. Rainey will go to the line. Swinehart's going to check in.
Yep.
Swinehart gets Dykehouse.
Yep, Dykehouse got a little caught there on that possession.
Yeah, it's tough when you're trying to stall it out a little bit. It looks like they were probably trying to go in the last 8 seconds or so of the shot clock and got stripped there. It's a tough one for Dykehouse. Rainey connects on the first.
I don't know about you, Jordan, but my heart is racing a little bit right now. This is exciting.
It undoubtedly is, Matt. Last time the two of us called the game, it was Albion Hope football, and I don't know if my heart has ever raced that fast. So it's something about when you and I get together. The energy is just crazy. Thomas swings to Bicus, back to Thomas. Ball's pinballing around down there. 3 seconds left on the clock. Thomas goes up and is unable to connect. Tuma fires one off at the buzzer and no good. Platteville leads by 2 heading into halftime against the Hope Flying Dutchman. We'll be back in about 13 minutes from a packed and rockin' DeVos Fieldhouse.
We're interested in the history of our community. This farm once belonged to Albertus Van Malte, founding father of the city of Holland. And this house, built by his son Ben in 1872, has been known through the years as the Maples, due to the large trees in the front yard planted by Van Malte himself. Stand today because of the industry and vision of Albertus Van Malte. Today, the DeGraff Nature Center taps the maples and demonstrates how maple syrup was made centuries ago. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswaard, interested in our history, invested in our...
It wasn't what you expected. An entire year filled with uncertainty, confusion, doubt, and tension. There was loss. There was pain. We all felt the fear and the grief. An entire year wondering, is this the new normal? Will everything be all right? Yet, it was also a year filled with determination, community, innovation, and resilience. When it seemed like all was lost, we found ourselves gaining new gifts, perspectives, and purpose. We found a new appreciation for a stranger's smile, stayed connected even from afar. We had time to learn something new or revisit an old love. This year reminded us to cherish our unity, our identity, rooted in Christ as we welcome an undefined future together. And so, we return to pushing the limits of human knowledge, pushing ourselves to unknown potential, to shared passions, pursuing wisdom, and passing on traditions. We're returning to wonder, to worship, was never really gone. Hope is back. And hope changes everything.
Treading through the mud while everyone's asleep. We're working sweat and blood. We're coming out in force. We're making history. We're raising up our flags, and yeah, we bear our teeth. 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Break out the gate with a rock in your wall. Talk in the talk, but never shut up. I'm here to break records and leave all you fools in the dust. I ain't got time for you to waste. You wanna fight, put some game on your face. Swing at the gun, it's to the front. Piece up the boots on the kick and the grind. Flash, yeah, we're coming at you fast. Are you feeling the hot flash? Gonna get hit with that aftermath. Gonna get hit with a hit flash. Yeah, we're coming at you fast. Are you feeling the hot flash? Gonna get hit with that aftermath. Gonna get hit with a whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling the power? Are you feeling the power? Whiplash. Am I giving you a hot flash? Are you feeling my power? Come on, feel my power. We stomp our feet and we make it loud. I'm bearing down. I clench my fist, the beasts go eye to eye, and then I see the other side. And yeah, guess what? It's our time right now. Break the door, taking everyone, everything. It's my trophy, my battle, my ring, and you hit it when I'm just getting it out. Dig deep when we go for glory, and one hand straight, this is how your story is. Swords up and we fight like we never have. Break down the walls, leave me burn on the enemy. Whiplash, come on with the whiplash. You ready to get whiplash? We're gonna hit you with the aftermath. We're gonna hit you with the whiplash. Gonna get whiplash. You ready with the whiplash? Gonna hit you with the, gonna hit you with the, gonna hit you with the. I was made for this. Yeah, yeah. I was made for this. I was made for this. Face it, greatness is in my genetics. Rely on me, you never regret it. Victory's mine, yeah, that's where I'm headed. For this passion and drive, I'm forever indebted. Known to motivate each person near. I'm sure it's my purpose to persevere. Yeah, you looking at the chosen one. I said you looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I've stumbled and failed and got up again, rising with the hunger for another win. Been too strong for too long, I can't give in. That's the discipline of a champion. Overcome adversity and get it done. Didn't run, stood my ground, then I won. Yeah, you looking at the chosen one. I said you looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Oh yeah, yeah. I was made for this. Yeah. You know that I was made for this. Yeah. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. 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 You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. Oh yeah. I was made for this. Yeah. You know that I was made for this. Alright. Running great, now I'm showing up. You looking at the chosen one. Woo. I was made for this. You know that I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this.
At Lawrence and Vanderswart, we're interested in the history of our community. When 26-year-old jeweler Jacob Raven came to Holland in 1889, the northwest corner of 8th Street and River Avenue was already home to the thriving Holland City State Bank. Raven told bank personnel that he wanted to build a clock above the bank to keep the town on time, and it wouldn't cost them a cent. True to his word, Raven raised the funds with donations from merchants and local factories. High above the city streets, the tower was completed in 1892. Holland's clock tower still ticks high above 8th Street, watching over a town that still loves to run on time. Innovation and ambition today can pay dividends for decades. Lawrence and Vanderswart, interested in our history, invested in our future.
You're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
We're back here at DeVos Fieldhouse for the Saturday afternoon showdown between the Platteville Pioneers and the Hope Flying Dutchmen. I'm Jordan George along with Matt Roblin. And Matt, let's recap that first half. What do you think the keys are heading into the second half after a first half that was crazy even, crazy balanced, and honestly highly entertaining?
Absolutely, really entertaining. Field goal percentages are even for both teams. Hope coming in at about 43%. Wisconsin Platteville coming in at 42%. Hope is leading in rebounds 21-13. And their two main rebounders, Thomas and Dykehouse, 6 and 4 for those players. So the guards are getting boards. And when you look at that stat, you would think that Hope should be winning this game. But Hope has struggled a little bit on the offensive end to generate good quality aggressive looks. Has done really well at drawing fouls, taking advantage of those plays. So Hope will be looking to counter that by getting aggressive themselves while also continuing to maintain the edge in rebounding.
Yeah, I think a focus for Hope defensively, and it was a solid defensive half from Hope, no doubt. I think a focus has to be stopping Quentin Shields, who had 9 points in the first half and really just was a catalyst for this Platteville offense. Well, Hope will get a chance to start fast offensively here. Dykehouse swings to Bikus, and some decent offensive movement here. Bit of miscommunication, and Dykehouse will reset up front. Bikus looking for Evan Thomas, player they want to get going. Thought about the three. Got to 16 feet. Ball stayed on that left side of the floor for quite a bit here. Again, we're down to the end of the shot clock. Bikus.
All right.
Oof. Bikus just decided with about 5 seconds left in the shot clock, I am going to get fouled.
Yep.
And he did.
It worked. You know, you'll take it if you're the Dutch.
Again, just something that we talked about quite a bit in the first half is just the idea that the ball needs to move from one side of the floor to the other, and good things happen when you move the defense. But that time they got a little bit trapped there on that left wing for a solid 10-12 seconds, and just a little bit stagnant to start out for Hope.
Yep.
That's a pretty pivotal foul there for Platteville. That's 3 fouls on number 30, Justin Stovall, who has been excellent so far tonight.
Yep.
He'll take a seat. Bikus ties it up at 33. See what Hope comes in defensively, trying to slow down Quentin Shields and this potent Pioneer attack.
Yep.
Blake McCann driving hard on the right wing, kicks to Shields. Shields back out to McCann. McCann fires for 3 and connects. Fast start for Platteville as they increase the lead to 3 on a Ben McCann 3.
Yep, and Shields setting up another nice play there.
Blake McCann, excuse me. Thomas kicks to Bikus. Bikus, a little jab step, gets baseline. He's trapped down there and kicks out to Evan Thomas. 12 on the shot clock. Once again, we're going to have a long offensive possession for Hope.
Yep.
Thomas wants to ISO 14 Logan Pearson. Stops, pops, and hits. That's a tough shot from Evan Thomas.
Oh, that's a big bucket there for Thomas. I'm going to need more of that in the second half.
Blake McCann started the second half out with a 3, swings over to Tuma. Tuma kicks. Pearson back out to him. Kyle Tuma. McCann on the left wing, drives hard with his right on Ty George. We're going to get a little bit of body there as McCann was able to get into the paint. That's George's first foul. McCann will head to the line. They'll say that he was shooting on that one. McCann off on the first. Taking a look at McCann's season stats. Senior leads this Platteville team in minutes played. Plays about 30 minutes a game. Averages 12 points per game, and he's a solid free throw shooter, 70% on the year.
Yeah, Pioneer shooting 10 for 14 from the line so far tonight.
George out to Wegerink. Dykehouse heading up top and swings to Bikus. Bikus to Ty George. George stops. That's back rim for Jeff Bikus. Johnny on the spot goes up. That's a nice block by Tuma there. And Shields heads the other way. Shields kicks. Logan Pearson, nice move on the baseline. Tried the tough finish, and Thomas comes down with a rebound.
Thomas with another rebound. These guards have done great for Hope so far.
Thomas cut up to the baseline.
Yeah, Thomas. Good idea then, just stepped on the baseline. Liked the attack there. That's something that Hope needs to get back to, trying to attack the rim early in the possession.
Yep.
Dykehouse guarding Shields. That's a good matchup right there. Yeah, Tuma went inside to Logan Pearson, and Thomas was out of position.
Yep.
He'll pick up the foul.
That's his first. Team's second.
Matt, I just kind of get the sense that neither of these teams has made a big move score-wise in this game.
Yep.
You know, we haven't had many 4-0 or 6-0 runs. I'm kind of waiting on that first team to do that. I feel like that team will have the upper hand here.
Yeah, it feels like a war of attrition right now.
Blake McCann pulls with the right hand. Got into the paint and pulled up. That's a nice shot.
Yep.
Ty George on the left wing. Look for the three. Kicks out to Tanner Wiegerink. Wiegerink for three. That one's short. Tuma will take it himself. Tuma working on Bicus. Tough move by Tuma. Good
board.
defense by Bicus, and Wiegerink corrals the board. Dykehouse went into traffic, went high off the window, and can't connect. Shields goes the other way.
All right, now let's slow it down a little bit, or let me speed it up.
Yeah, there's a fast break.
Yep.
Dykehouse was mauled down there.
Yeah,
I think the official, what he saw was probably that Dykehouse went into the contact. And there was a lot of contact, but that nice rebound there by Evan Thomas. Hope down 2. That's 10 points on the night for Thomas. McCann working on George. They're going to get George for a foul there. Thomas is going to check out, as well as Wiegerink. Halbert checks in. He was a star in the first half, 2 for 3 from the three-point line is Jackson Halbert. Halbert, nice contest there on Tuma.
Need the board, yeah.
Bicus corrals the board. Here comes Dykehouse. Hope with a chance to tie.
Yep.
Nice cut there by George. He swings it out to Hedrick. In and out.
Almost.
Half of DeVos Fieldhouse was standing for that one. They wanted it.
Hey, me too. Hope's had some good defensive sets here. They keep that up, but they need to convert on these offensive chances as well.
Bicus hand on Tuma. That's a deep three from Kyle Tuma. That one was off the mark. Kyle Tuma, hey, you can't fault him. He's an aggressive dude. He was looking right at the rim, wanted to shoot it. That one was off, but I expect him to remain pretty aggressive here throughout the second half. Hope down 2. George heading into the paint, kicks to Bicus. They're going to get Bicus on a walk there. Shields had a short break. He checks back in.
Yeah, low scoring these last couple minutes. Not much going into the net. A couple sloppy turnovers.
Yeah, both these teams playing plenty physical right now, and offense is hard to come by for both these clubs right now through the first 4 minutes of half number 2. Shields over to McCann. He's had the hot hand in the second half. McCann kicks to Ben Probst. Probst out to McCann. McCann heads in with the left hand. Can't finish. Halbert with the board. Hope's got to run. Hope's got to get out in transition. Here comes Dykehouse. Dykehouse to Hedrick.
Make something happen.
Hedrick, Dykehouse, Halbert. Nice movement here so far. Dykehouse working on Shields. Hits Bicus. Nice lob inside. Tie ball game. That's a nice look from Clayton Dykehouse. Big finish by Jeff Bicus.
Great awareness by Dykehouse to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Hope was just not matched up. Got lucky there with McCann missing that one.
Yep.
Here comes Dykehouse leading the break. Dykehouse for 3. In and out. Aggressive player is Dykehouse. A couple of good looks for both these squads the last few trips. Nothing going. McCann working on Halbert. Halbert got a piece of that one. Hope will go the other way. Dykehouse kicks. Hedrick for 3. That one's off. Oh, man, few different moments here for Hope and Platteville that would have been huge.
Yep.
Hummel to Probst. Probst drives inside. Whole building wanted to travel. They're going to get a foul there on Ty George.
You can see it on the replay. Make your own opinion.
Hope's going to have some wholesale substitutions. Dykehouse is going to sit. Bikus is going to sit. George is going to sit. In comes Versteg and Cheney and Thomas. Man, low-scoring affair here so far.
Yeah, you said it. Hedrick's got to stay on Shields here.
Hedrick and Shields, that's a good matchup. Hedrick's a tough defender.
Yeah.
Pretty good defense, but Shields is really quick. Pulls up. Nothing going there for Shields. Thomas corrals the board. He'll take it the other way himself. Thomas to Halbert. Halbert gets it stripped on the baseline. Tuma had a quick breather.
Yeah, Tuma comes back in the game. Tuma shot a lot. He shot 10 times already. 3 of 10.
Cheney kicks to Halbert. Halbert aggressive. Out to Noah Hedrick. Noah Hedrick for 3. That one's off as well.
A lid on the rim right now for the Dutch. Oh, nice pass.
Yeah, Shields, really good jump stop there, and then fed number 40, Brad Nice. Halbert out front with Tuma on him. Swings over to Evan Thomas. Thomas has 10 points on the afternoon. Hope struggled from the 3 so far. 3 for 19. Hedrick draws the contact. Hope will take it out on the baseline. I like that thought by Hedrick, though. As I just said, Hope really struggling from the 3.
Yes.
3 of 20, actually, now at this point.
Yeah.
And Hedrick trying to get ahead of steam and head downhill to the basket.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. They came out shooting so many threes in those first couple minutes. 11 or 12 of their first 16 or 17 were three-pointers, and they're starting to slow off of that, driving it inside, slashing. You know, they still haven't drawn as many fouls as what you might expect with all the attempts they've tried to generate down low, but Hope's got to figure out something, because they're doing well with these rebounds. They've had good defensive sets against what is a very talented offensive team, and they've been leaving points off the board.
Yeah, I think Hope's defense has been really impressive here so far. They've been physical, they've rebounded well, and then that offense that has been pretty good for Hope at times this year. They're just struggling to find baskets right now. Taking a look at some other MIAA scores. Trying fell to Wisconsin lacrosse by 7 earlier today at 1 p.m. Did the Thunder. Again, another one of those Wisconsin schools coming to Michigan to play some games. So it's an interesting result there as Trine falls to lacrosse. No other MIAA teams in action this Saturday. Thomas likes this matchup. Nice pull up there. That one's just off. Yeah. It's been a theme for Hope over the last few minutes. Just nothing's been falling.
I mean, they've generated good looks. They're just not getting in the net.
That is apt analysis right there, Matt. I'm right there with you. Sometimes basketball is the most simple game of all time. If you can't make shots, you struggle. McCann, you can tell his confidence is pretty high right now. He's looking to be aggressive.
Tuma.
Speaking of aggressive, the man himself, Kyle Tuma, the right hand, puts Platteville up 4. 12 minutes remaining here in half number 2.
That's a big man play.
Yep. Sam Versteg, freshman from Grand Rapids Christian, swings to Halbert. Halbert wants the 3 and bank's open, young man.
The bank is open. Lawrence and Vanderswork Financial Planning is not a bank. They're our sponsor, but regardless, the bank is open.
Shout out to them anyway. Jackson Halbert, his 3rd 3 of the afternoon. Cheney battling hard in there. Nice move. That's number 40, Brad Nice. Versteg.
Okay, let's see it.
A little handoff, Noah Hedrick. Halbert's in the corner. Hedrick wants it himself, and one with the contact.
Oh, that was a tough take by Hedrick. and the crowd is so into it. That just brought so much energy to Voss Fieldhouse.
Yeah, that's Hedrick's game. He's a big physical guard who really, really likes to get to his right hand and get downhill. He takes the contact and then finishes. Solid move there by Noah Hedrick.
Absolutely.
Hedrick could tie the game. The free throw here, he has 4 points on the afternoon. That one connects. Tie ball game here at DeVos Fieldhouse. 11.5 minutes left. That's 5 points for Noah Hedrick, and he's fired up. Here comes Shields and the Platteville Pioneers. Shields wants to get in space. Hedrick's going to try to sit on him. Good defense here so far by Noah Hedrick. It's a good trip by Hope. They just have to finish it. Nice. Drives in with the right hand. Halbert came over to help and wanted to block the shot. That led Kyle Tuma to just have a wide open lane as Platteville takes a 2-point lead. Versteg, the freshman, working against the senior Shields. That's a tough matchup for him. Halbert, handoff with Devin Thomas. Back over to Versteg. Versteg to Halbert. Oh, I thought he was going to pull that one. Halbert dishes it over to Versteg.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. That's one. Let's see the replay here. Was Cheney? I do not think Cheney moved. I think that might be on the Platteville teammates for not calling out the screen. The definition of a legal screen is if Cheney leans forward or leans sideways. He seemed pretty straight up there, but tough break for Hope. Clayton Dykehouse is going to come back in and get Sam Versteg. He had a few good minutes there to the freshman.
Yeah, and Hope, really sticking in. This is a team that's played against some competition they could have beaten by more and had some close games where they weren't necessarily super efficient, even just looking at the schedule. Doing a good job staying with this 9-0 team, but they could definitely be in the lead right now, Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been tough offensive sledding for both teams in the second half. Looks like McCann went on the baseline there. They kick out to Shields. Shields easily slices through the defense with the right hand, lays it up and in.
What a take.
Again, can't blink when he has the ball in his hands. Thomas coming off a curl screen. Nice. Oh, Thomas went with the left hand. And nice, rejected it off the backboard. Shields kicks to McCann. McCann, open look for three. No good. Halbert fighting for the board. Here comes Evan Thomas. 2-on-2. Yeah, that's probably a smart foul from McCann there. Thomas went with the left hand.
Hey, and Hope lucky that basket was not made on the other side, because that would have been a nice little run by Wisconsin.
Jeff Bickus going to check in, as is Tanner Wigerink. Ty George also going to check in. Good minutes there from Halbert and Noah Hedrick. Shields is going to get a breather, so some hockey subs here for both squads.
Yes, indeed.
Clayton Dykehouse, left hand, trying to probe into the lane. Tough dribble move from Dykehouse. He hop steps, left hand, yes!
Yep.
Cuts the Platteville lead to 2. Big defensive trip here for Hope.
Yes.
McCann swings it over to Tuma. Tuma over to Logan Pearson. Back out to the big man up top. Hummel working on George. Swings it over to Probst. Rainey, excuse me. McCann with the left hand. Here comes Tuma. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense there by Jeff Bickus. Dykehouse pokes it away.
You can hear by our reaction.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a Clayton Dykehouse foul. And here's the thing. You can agree or disagree with the call, but there were 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and the Platteville player was 40 feet from the basket. Right. At that point, you just stay straight up and, you let the clock run out. But I can't fault Dykehouse for the aggressiveness there. That's a tough break.
Yep, we got to regroup. Keep it up.
Hummel working on a ball screen from Tuma. Left hand. Good defense there by Dykehouse to wall up.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Tuma. He reached over Bikes' back. Man, I just got to tell you, I love when DeVos Fieldhouse is like this.
Fun.
Holy cow.
Oh, it's so fun. Hey, shout out to all our students who could be studying for exams.
Yes, sir.
But are here watching basketball, myself included. Love to see it.
As a high school teacher, I could be planning for our exams next week, but I'm here with you. DeVos Fieldhouse,
Yes.
no place I'd rather be. Absolutely. Dykehouse and Shields out front. That's been a good matchup tonight. Bicus going to get a handoff to Dykehouse. Dykehouse to Wiegerink at the corner. 15 on the shot clock. Bicus posting up Tuma. Baseline spin. He went hard. Wiegerink to Dykehouse. Dykehouse out to Evan Thomas. Evan Thomas with a three. No good. Bicus the big board.
Big board.
They're going to get a foul actually first.
Wow, okay.
Before the held ball. Going to get a foul there on number 2, Alex Rainey.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to this crowd. Listen to this crowd.
Yep. Bicus has really been fighting hard down low, and that Tuma Bicus battle, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Tuma's going to get a well-deserved breather as number 30, Justin Stovall's going to check in. He has 3 fouls. Bicus to Dykehouse. Dykehouse out in front to Ty George. Dykehouse working with the left hand on Shields. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas isolated. He's going to take it himself here against Justin Stovall. Yes,
Foul.
Evan Thomas
So you take it.
went with 2 feet, 2 hands, and thought he might have gotten away with a travel there potentially. Let's look at the replay. No, he did a good job of staying straight up, and I feel for Logan Pearson there. That's his 3rd foul. He was pretty straight up, but Thomas, big physical guard.
Yeah, and Thomas working on a good game. He's 4 of 9, 10 points, 10 rebounds. So double-double already for Thomas.
Man, such an impressive dude.
Yes. Yeah, and interesting. Hope's starting to slowly go into some of the more of these ISO sets, especially when Thomas is out there switching up their offensive game plan, it looks like.
Yeah, Thomas, a guy that you feel pretty comfortable with in space because he can shoot the 3, he can pull up, he can get to the rim. Pretty complete player coming out of Okemos High School. He's a junior, has had a really, really solid Hope College career. He is a guy that could probably have had some possibilities at a Division II or a larger school, but he came to Hope and has kind of found a home here. He hits 2 big free throws to tie this ball game at 49.
Man.
Greg Mitchell, he's really urging this crowd and this Hope team to come alive here. Some well-deserved noise for this Hope team. Tie ball game, 8 minutes left.
It's rocking here.
Shields kicks Stovall. Oh, Stovall for 3.
Need a rebound.
Back rim, no rebound for Hope. Baseline drive, swings out to Rainey. Good defense by Hope. Shields working on Dykehouse. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dykehouse, good D on Shields there.
Dykehouse.
Shields going to regroup. Shields going hard with the right hand.
Man.
And he can't finish. Here comes Dykehouse.
Huge for Dykehouse.
Dykehouse going the other way. Wisely stops, settles the offense.
Yep.
Coach Middle's going to get a set going here. Bicus has a mismatch on Shields inside.
Yep.
They're going to feed him.
You got it.
Bicus still has a mismatch on Shields. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dykehouse has a mismatch on Stovall. He kicks to Bicus. Bicus on the wing. Ty George in the corner. That one's off. And Hope will come away empty on that offensive trip.
Okay.
Tie ball game.
Had some looks there. You had Bicus with a mismatch, generated an average-looking shot.
Yep. 49 all. Shields, top of the key, stops, pops. Yes, he connects. And 1. We'll see if they call it a 2 or a 3. Foot may have been on the line.
Man.
They're going to call that a 3. That's a big-time play from the senior.
Yeah, number 4 with a chance for 4. And that's something to quiet down this crowd just a little bit.
Another big result of that play is that is 4 fouls on Clayton Dykehouse. He'll head to the bench. Thomas checks in.
That's not good. Dykehouse playing some great defense in those last couple of sets, but Shields such a good player. He's really hard to stay with.
Yeah, we'll see who Hope assigns to Shields. Guess would be Noah Hedrick, but we'll have to see. Shields cannot complete. Stovall went absolutely flying. He slid for about 18 feet. Not sure if Jeff Bicus is necessarily that strong, but they're going to say that Bicus cleared him out of the way. Stovall ended up at about the 3-point line there on his back.
Oh, that's frustrating.
He'll head to the line.
Yep.
Good job there by Stovall to attack the offensive glass.
You got it.
He hits. Stovall goes 2 for 2. 5-point lead for Platteville. Big offensive trip here for Hope. They got to get a quality look. Thomas swings to Wiegerink. Wiegerink down to Bicus, guarded by Stovall on the baseline. He's posting at about 8 feet. He wants it himself.
You can take that, yep. Yeah, nice.
Move. That one's off.
Good board.
Boarded by Wiegerink. Wiegerink.
Come on. That was close.
That one danced on the rim. Wiegerink will head to the line. Nice rebound there by Tanner. We've talked about that rebounding battle and hopes of winning it so far.
You got it. Yep, that rebound battle. Pioneers with 26, Hope with 36. So they got a 10 rebound advantage there. Yep.
Wiegerink shoots 90% from the line on the season. Hits the first. Wiegerink, for Hope College fans, he's going to be a fun player to watch for the next few years. Only a sophomore. He obviously has all the natural tools to be successful in the MIAA. So good news for Hope fans that he's here at Hope. He hits 2. Hope down 3, 6.5 minutes left. Here comes Shields. Yes, they do put Hedrick on him. It's probably the right matchup at this point. Ooh, Shields wanted something. Shields driving with the left, has a step on Hedrick, goes with the right hand and finishes.
Hard to fault Hedrick for that. That's just Shields being super quick.
Yeah, it's a tough right hand finish there from Shields. Thomas goes hard with the left, hangs, can't connect. You got to believe that Platteville here is going to try to just get a long, quality offensive trip.
Hope needs to be disciplined here.
We're going to get a timeout here by Platteville. They want a full timeout. So with that full timeout, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
My 32 years, I can look back at clients and realize that when I started with them in my mid-30s, I was one of many professionals in their life. But since then, their doctors retired, their attorneys retired, their ministers retired, all the key people in their life retired, but we're still there. And over time, we end up being very, very close to our clients. It's very hard to talk about your financial history without talking about your family history. We get to know it, we keep it confidential, and you can't help but begin to love these people.
We're back here at DeVos Fieldhouse in what is a energy-packed and action-packed facility right now. Wisconsin-Platteville leads by 5 points. We're under 6 minutes remaining here. Wisconsin-Platteville comes in at 10-0, number 4 in the nation in Division III, and Hope has battled with them every step of the way here tonight. Stat that I've looked at over the break is Platteville has 4 turnovers tonight. That's an excellent number. They've been so under control offensively. That's given them a little bit of an edge. Big defensive trip here for the Dutchman. Noah Hedrick guarding Quentin Shields. Shields swings over to Stovall. Stovall to Tuma. Bicus guarding him. Tuma with the left hand gets to 6 feet. Puts that one up and in on Bicus. That's a big man move.
Yep. Hope really needs to get something here.
Hedrick on the left wing. Driving with his right hand. Kicks to Thomas. Thomas out to Bicus, top of the key. Bicus hands to George. 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Hedrick on the right wing. Working on Justin Stovall. Hedrick pulls deep 3. Yes, Noah Hedrick.
Desperately needed, and Hedrick with a huge clutch bucket, 4-point game.
A little bit of breathing room there in terms of this deficit for Hope. 4-point deficit, 5 minutes remaining. Shields over to Stovall. Wiegerink riding him. Tough move there by Stovall. Platteville's made 3 or 4 really difficult shots in the last minute and a half or so. Thomas out to Noah Hedrick. Hedrick who just hit that big-time three. Hedrick, the right hand, can't connect.
And this is where, when we were saying earlier, when there was that stretch, when the Pioneers were not doing well offensively, Hope really needed to capitalize, and they didn't as much as they could have. And it's starting to hurt them now.
Shields and one.
And right on cue, right? Now that they're catching fire offensively, they're making shots regardless of the defense.
That's just tough.
Yeah, it's just tough.
Quinn Shields. 3 fouls on Hedrick. Taking a look at Shields' stat line, drastically different from last night at Olivet's. Shields has 16 points, 2 for 2 from the long line, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and he's hitting his stride right now.
Yep.
We're going to get a timeout, Hope. See if it's a full or a 30. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll take another break here to catch our breath at DeVos. Hope trails by 8 to University of Wisconsin-Platteville here with 4.5 minutes remaining. Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, we have a full timeout taken by the Hope College Flying Dutchman, and this has become a pivotal last few minutes here. Platteville has made some really tough runners and leaners, and their big-time seniors have stepped up here over the last couple minutes. They've stretched the lead to 8, and Hope needs to get going offensively here in these next few minutes.
Yep, Hope today, a lot of things to work off of, a lot of good things, a lot of great defensive positioning. They've had solid defensive rotations. They played aggressive on-ball defense, especially against players like Shields. And Shields has 18 points, but that doesn't tell the whole story because there has been some good defense today against Shields. But once again, and I've said it before, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, they got to figure out how to generate on these counterattack plays where they have good defense, how to turn that into 2-pointers, 3-pointers. And whatever that is that's been missing tonight has really told the story for the Dutch.
Exactly. It's hard to get much momentum going when you're really struggling to shoot it as well. Hope shoots 21% from the 3 right now, 5 for 23 on the afternoon. So when they've had those looks, they've been unable to knock them down, and there's been a couple pivotal misses for Hope. So big offensive trip here. Thomas brings it down, swings to Hedrick on the right block. Over to Bicus. Bicus into the corner for Ty George. Ty George short on that 3 ball. Shields with the rebound. Shields will work for the good shot against Noah Hedrick in this Hope defense. Over to Logan Pearson. Logan Pearson with a nice spin move with the right hand. He puts it up and in on Evan Thomas there in the paint.
How many in a row, man? How many in a row of these just tough takes inside?
Yeah, absolutely. Platteville's finding their footing offensively right now. Hedrick working out up top. We got to get some momentum going here quickly. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Halbert on the right wing, look for the 3. Being hounded by Alex Rainey. Hedrick with a pull-up deep 3. That one's good.
Hey, Hedrick's been that guy for the last couple minutes for Hope. He set a couple good buckets, but they really need to stop.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
That was.
Stopped on a dime. Platteville up 8. They're very content to have a long offensive possession here. Kick out to Tuma from Pearson.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to get a jump ball there.
Well, okay.
That one will go to Platteville. Nice defense there by Jeff Bicus. Sykehouse going to check in for Jackson Halbert. Sykehouse gets Ty George.
Hey, big stop right here. Right here, JB.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. Platteville will have to work quickly. Here comes Shields. He wants it himself.
Oh, yeah.
He's feeling good.
Oh.
Stop. 15. That one's off. Big rebound by Halbert. Here comes Clayton Dykehouse. Dykehouse swing to Thomas.
Shoot it.
To Bicus. Bicus, jump stop in the lane. Thomas looking for three. Yeah, he got a step on Logan Pearson there, and you could tell from the start that was going to be a hand check on Pearson.
Yep. Yeah, you see on the replay here from our excellent video services team.
Yeah, shout out to the video services team. Best in the business.
That's right.
Undoubtedly best in the MIAA, I can tell you that right now.
Of course.
Evan Thomas connects on the first.
And a quick shout out to two of our viewers, Allison Shantz, my former RA of Voorhees, and Forrest Gillespie, good friend of mine, both commenting on the game tonight. Thank you for your views.
No place on earth like Voorhees Hall, am I right?
Oh, wonderful place. Wonderful place.
Thomas hits both. Hope down 6 here. Definitely within striking distance. This Platteville team is really tough offensively, and you can tell they're getting comfortable and confident on the offensive end.
Yep.
Stovall up front with Halbert on him. Dykehouse guarding Shields. Tuma working on Bicus on the left block.
Tuma.
Yeah, that one's going to be an and one.
Tuma's really taken off in the second half. He started off, the first couple of minutes of the game, he was not shooting very well, but he's erupted. And as a compliment to Shields, he's just been so dynamic on that offensive side.
Yeah, Tuma has been as aggressive as I've seen any big man here calling games at DeVos Fieldhouse. So Tuma, the experienced senior, nice and one there. We'll see if he can complete the 3-point play. And he does.
Yep.
Platteville by 9. Hope's going to have to go early in this shot clock here offensively. Dykehouse coming off a little bump screen by Thomas. Hedrick fires. Gonna go whistle there on the far side. Yeah, that's gonna be a foul on number 2, Alex Rainey. He did not allow Noah Hedrick space to land, so that'll be a foul.
And Jordan, implications for this game. If Hope loses, they'll go to 4-4. You've got Trine at 5-1, Calvin at 5-2 in the conference. So only going to get harder from here as play progresses, but still a lot of season left.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope will play again next Saturday against Wisconsin Stevens Point, another team who's having a excellent season.
Oh.
Shields went down there, grabbing at his knee, it looks like a little bit.
Yep.
I didn't get a look at that replay there, so not sure what happened there, but it fouls on Ty George.
Coach Mitchell a little confused.
Shields hits the first. Platteville up 8. 2:17 remaining here. Shields has been a catalyst for their offensive eruption in the second half.
Yeah.
He hits both. Dykehouse pitches to Thomas. Thomas working on McCann. He kicks to George. Taken down towards 2 minutes remaining. Hedrick with the right hand working on Rainey. Can't connect. George gets it in the wing. Unable to connect to the deep corner. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Platteville has to feel good right now, up 9. Chance to have a long offensive possession.
Oh, yeah. And Platteville's field goal percentage has really ballooned up in the second half, up to 45%. That's close to their average. So
miscommunication there. Yeah, there'll be an over and back.
And you touched on this earlier, Jordan, but Pioneers only 4 turnovers all game. I mean, that's winning basketball.
Absolutely, yeah. Experienced, tough group. We're going to have a timeout by Hope. That'll be a full timeout by the Flying Dutchman. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. Want to kind of preview what Hope has coming up. They'll play next Saturday right back here. That is their next ball game at 3 p.m. against Wisconsin Stevens Point. The Pointers are having another solid season. And then MIAA play will start Wednesday, January 5th. Tough test to start. Wednesday, January 5 against Trine right here at DeVos Fieldhouse. So it'll be a tough start for Hope. And this is a team that will go as far as their guards take them. You know, Evan Thomas, Clayton Dykehouse, Ty George. You got Jeff Bicus, who plays kind of a 3 and a 4 spot. Noah Hedrick off the bench. I think Tanner Wiegerink, Devin Chaney, Jackson Halbert, and Hope's Biggs are playing their butts off here this year, and then we'll see what the offensive continuity can look like here moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said it, there's still time left to figure these things out. Just seems a little bit off right now. Something with the chemistry, the flow just seems a little bit off, but still time for Hope to figure this out. And, still a lot of positives to build off of in a game like this.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure the coaches will watch the film of this tonight or tomorrow. And, you know, down 9 with a minute and a half left to the number 4 team in the country, there had to have been some positives from this one, you know?
Absolutely.
So we'll see how Hope does moving forward. This is a pretty experienced Hope team that's played together for a few years now. So it'll be fun to watch. Got to give a shout out to these DeVos Fieldhouse fans tonight. And the energy in here was as good as it's been in the last year and a half.
Oh, yeah. We had a lot of fans here who were here for a game before for the women. So
absolutely.
Thank you for spending all day with us here. Nice pass.
Dykehouse with a little finish there. The right hand. Hope's going to go with the full court pressure with a little bit over a minute left. Tuma handling in the backcourt. Hounded by Hedrick. Hedrick with the steal. Hedrick over to George. George out to Hedrick. And then Dykehouse in the corner. Hedrick for 3, right wing.
Nope.
That'll be way off.
Yep.
Tough offensive trip there for Hope.
Yep.
Seemed like they could have had a couple guys take that shot.
Yep. Yeah, got a little bit excited, just lost a little bit there, but hey, great play by Hedrick to set it up.
Yeah, awesome defensive pressure there by Hedrick and Dykehouse to force the turnover. They'll continue this full court pressure, trying to make it difficult on Tuma to inbound it. Yeah, Hedrick with the immediate foul there. If you're going to foul, you might as well foul right away. It's 4 fouls on Hedrick. Logan Pearson will head to the line. Pearson shoots 61% on the season. Sophomore from Appleton, Wisconsin.
He's going to be a good one, too. He's scrappy. Come here.
1 for 1 for Pearson so far. Pearson hits both. That brings the lead back to 9 for this Platteville Pioneers ball club. Under a minute left. Hope left to move fast and furiously here. Hard downhill dribble from Dykehouse. He pitches to Bicus. Bicus deep 3. That one rattles in and out. Hedrick with some full court pressure over to Shields. Bicus is going to get the foul. Send Alex Rainey to the line. Taking a look at some individual scoring stats. Quinn Shields, game high 21 points for the senior, 7 for 8 from the line, 2 for 2 from 3, and just kind of a steadying presence for this Platteville team. Kyle Tuma had a great second half. He finishes with, barring any uncertainties here, just finishes with approximately 16 points and 8 boards. So big time play from both their seniors that they rely on quite a bit.
And for a team that played last night, impressive for them to only get stronger as the game progresses.
Dykehouse is looking for Bicus. That one gets tipped away on the baseline. Ten-point lead. Gotta think that Hope will look for a 3 here. Thomas coming around a double screen in the deep corner. He fires and it's off the mark. Platteville will dribble this one out.
I'll do it,
And that'll do it no better person to dribble it out than Quentin Shields. The senior had an outstanding game for this Platteville team as head coach Jeff Gard comes and meets Greg Mitchell at center court here. Entertaining day of basketball at DeVos Fieldhouse. Had a great win by the women's squad, and the men's squad falls by 10 points to the number 14 in the country, Wisconsin Platteville. That'll be it here from DeVos Fieldhouse. Thanks for joining us. For Matt Roblin, I'm Jordan George saying good night, drive home safe, and go Hope.